Hey everybody, we're back with the last stream, Twilight Princess. We're gonna end it today. Yeah, that's better. Alright, let's go save Hyrule. We just finished the Castle in the Sky, and now we have all the pieces of the Twilight Mirror. Let's go take a look in the shop first, see if the Oka have anything to say. Yeah. And then we're gonna head back to the Arbiter's grounds and place the Twilight Mirror. Yo, I saved your city. Not gonna happen. Well, that was worth it. Okay. I can't walk? Well, I guess we're getting back to Hyrule faster like that. Okay, and just get back in the can. With our double claw shots. Going back. This is probably less dangerous than just falling. Yeah. Oh well. Let's get up here. Try it again. Back to the Arbiter's grounds. Now we can place the shards of the Mirror of Twilight. Well, I'm glad I didn't have to play a jigsaw puzzle with them. There's a big rock. Oh, hey, it's the sages. So, spirit, light, fire, forest. No, spirit, shadow, fire, forest, light. Where's water? Oh, Ganondorf must have killed water. Might have forgotten about that. That's right, the plot twist that Midna was the Twilight Princess all along. Yeah, I gotta agree with you there, Chansum. How you doing? And Zant cursed her to be an imp. Killing eyes. Yeah, depending on how this goes, I might start yelling at giant hands.
restore through us.
Divine beast, you say?
Like for them.
Gonna do the creepy grin again. Yeah.
Or preempting. Get to restore them. Try to say this catch here. We can keep about me forever.
Then let's do it.
You popped my something with Oprah. Out from one.
Rock and roll. And then we never talk about those sages again. To Twilight. Hey, son. How you doing, buddy? The Palace of Twilight. It ain't long, but it can be kind of frustrating.
The spirit you and us.
Okay.
Get out with and here. You get at this goodbye dust. To put that you get. Chris you at you. To this that here. Genetic before metal and you here. Use.
Yeah, I'm doing okay. Skyrim mod I can recommend. I mean, when I got Skyrim on PC, I threw lightsabers in, and also got a mod that lets you play, gives you a new race that is basically the Flash. That was kind of neat.
Genetic and when here. This what to bestows. Like purity.
Well, there's also the one that turns dragons into Macho Man Randy Savage. Alright, let's save the world. Yeah. It's interesting. Definitely say that. Okay, I'm not gonna need the boots here. Mirror of Twilight. Interface overhaul I use just pretty much remove the interface. Immersion mod was basically the point. But like, there's a lot to go with Skyrim on PC, and it's really good. Really good that way. Even more if you get the original version and not the special edition. What's this? Let me take a look. Ah, yeah, the Randy Savage one. Alright, let's do this. It's it's a key. So yeah, I remember the Palace of Twilight being short, but like, as frustrating as a dungeon this short could be. We'll see why in a minute. What's off to the side there? There are side passages, but they're covered in shadow. Might be something we can do about that later.
At the end, to remember to ascend. You can go road safe. To pure champion part with fish.
Isn't that the reason I have the Master Sword? Shouldn't the Master Sword be able to repel these? Like, that is what we got the Master Sword for, to remove the Shadow Crystal that was planted on us. Really? You have to turn back into a human to do this? Compass! Anyway. This one gonna be the key? That door's locked. Yes it is. Progress. Yeah, we finish up Twilight Princess today, and we can start Digital Devil Saga 2. And then we can finally learn the secret of Nirvana. If there are any smells like Teen Spirit jokes in the chat, you will be getting a timeout. And there's the source of our pain. Here we go. I'll be honest, I was expecting more than that. Where are you? Let's play Wizrobe. You're gonna be awkward about it, I'm just gonna hit you with my sword. Where are you gonna go? There you are. That's twice you just teleported right next to me. 3 times. You should probably know better than that. Get off. There we go. Ain't so bad when you smack him with your sword a few times. That's the mark of a sore loser. Alright, let's break some pots. Why is it always light that's power? Any more pots? Some over there. Grab some extra hearts. Unless I have to rely on the fairy that I have, the better. There you go. Just gonna take this over here. This is what makes it kind of frustrating. Essentially, this hand is Phanto from Super Mario Bros. 2. Except it's after the sphere itself and not us. If it gets the sphere, it'll take it all the way back here. So we have to get this back to the entrance before it catches it. It can also chase us through rooms. Yeah. Well, if you could all tag me a little faster, I'd appreciate it. I'm on a time limit. Thank you. Oh, I stunned it. Don't mind me. Coming through. Okay, now what's the trick with this room? This is always a trick. Is it just if I want to get in the side part there? Is that it? Okay, and we'll grab this. This is going to be a piece of heart, isn't it? Yep. Not all that worth it. Alright, let's go. Do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. 10 out of 10. Would steal the ancient artifact again. Yeah. Alright. Oh, you seem less like a monster. Does it go here? No. Short and chubby. Also short and chubby. Also short and chubby. Short and thin. Look at all the dark crystals, the shadow crystals pouring out. Why is it dangerous? Do I leave it here? I'm just gonna take this. Can you speak? Okay. Now I need to get over there. We got this soul for a reason. Oh, there we go. Alright, let's go. Going up to save the day. This should be, I think, the same number of rooms, but you can imagine it's probably going to be trickier than the last one. Okay, what do we got? God damn it. Yeah, that should do. Yeah, that wasn't progress. Oh, I'm glad my shield can block magic. You never know if it can in these games. Okay, and deal with you. There we go, and now make a chest appear with a key. That looks like a key chest. That was a key chest. What's the other chest? Is it just more money that I'm not going to spend? Yes, it is. Let's go! Okay, shadow crystals. First up, let's check how many there actually is. Last thing I need is to take him out and have another one just be in the fog. And that should be that. Shame you can't get an upgrade for your wolf attacks, like some kind of claws or something. I don't know. Oh, there's more of them. Okay, and another one. One day all these Zant heads will be gone. Then we'll be free of Zant heads. Except for the original. We'll have to cut that off ourselves. Okay, is that all of them? Yes. Alright, let us go. God damn it. I can get up there, but I want to get up there. Okay, so. Spider-Man the place. I'm sure I'll make much use of that. Again, you know, now that Nintendo shut down Miiverse. I'm not overly happy about that. Miiverse was like one of the coolest unique features of the Wii U. Go over there before that bat gets me. Awesome. This is gonna be the map. There it is. The map. And that's got to be a key. Miiverse was really cool. I say it was like the coolest unique feature the Wii U had. Because let's be fair, the coolest feature was not off-screen play. It was not off TV play. As nice as that was, it wasn't the coolest feature. But Nintendo wanted everybody to be all over, and it was like, at best, people were just like, yeah, that's kind of cool. Now, if somebody wants to watch TV, you can continue playing your game on the gamepad. Yeah, if someone wants to watch TV, you can tell them, I'm going to tell them, fuck off, I'm playing Wii U. Okay. Well, there's already a barrier there, so that's gonna be fun. The gamepad has decent enough range for me. It can reach the bathroom next door. Can't go downstairs, or I can't sit downstairs with it. Alright, what do you got this time? You son of a bitch. Where you at, fake Zant? There we go. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep standing here, because you'll just keep teleporting back because you're an idiot. I'm sorry, did you want me to reflect those back at you? Oh, that worked. What was that? What was that, Zen? You even bringing your A game here? Like, you're not gonna take it seriously, why should I? See? That was the end of Fake Zan. You can't call him Phantom Zan. It's trademarked. We're not allowed to call any other villain Phantom villain. Okay. And round 2. Gonna pick this up, thank you, don't mind me. This really is like the Zelda equivalent of Fanso. You motherfuckers can do what you want, I'm going up here. I'm gonna use the claw shot. Because your AI doesn't let you get up here. Always take advantage of gaps in AI programming, because you will have a much better time. I could have fought those and also tried to deal with the hand. I decided it wasn't worth it. See how bad this one's going to be. Okay, and place. Two. Okay. Make a move, make a move. Well, someone's not playing fair. You know, that was a lot simpler when I decided, you know what, let's not bother with the cutscene. I mean, I didn't decide that, but you know. The cutscene played the first time and prevented me from climbing up. Didn't play the second time. It was a good idea. Okay. Last challenge. What's the trick? How do we get it up there? That's the trick. Am I gonna have to let this guy grab them? I need a way up there for myself before I do anything else. Maybe it requires all 3 lights. Could be it. Require all 3 of those to piss off. Wait. Where'd the ball go? Down there. Okay. Oh. Come over here. Like the bloody platform. Haha, sucker. And we're out. And that's basically the Pirates of Twilight done. Now we just have to deal with the boss. And then we have extra bonus dungeon that everybody can look forward to. That one's going to take a while, actually. Yeah, that one's going to take a while. Only in the Twilight Realm. Well, yeah, I have the Triforce. That means I'm chosen by the gods. It's fine. No, I can't shoot light over there. You ever wish your sword came with a manual? I'll probably do it. Hey, Lena. How you doing? Don't worry, we got it this time. Stand here and... That was enough. Yeah, it's, yeah. All good. All good. Just finishing up the Palace of Twilight, ending Twilight Princess today. Let's go do what basically every soldier in Hyrule couldn't. And take care of Zan. That didn't work out the way I intended. That was close. I almost turned back into a wolf. That was too late. I turned back into a wolf. Let's go. Get over here. You know, I do quite like the boomerang of Gale's. Gale's boomerang. Well, someone need. Oh, jeez. Someone needed a lesson. You don't do the flourish put sword away there. That's lame. Taking those guys out got a lot easier. Well, let's go get this. Gotta be a key. Yep. A small key. Did I actually get that heart? I wasn't paying attention to my health. Why can't I open this door? Opening doors is hard. Final boss of Twilight Princess. A door. Pretty sure there's been a door boss in Final Fantasy before. Come here. Anyone else? That's what I thought. Oh yeah. Help me. Okay. Come here. I do this for a reason. Or did I do that prematurely? If all the birds could attack me at once, that'd be appreciated, because then I wouldn't have to actually run around to get you. Like, you don't even need to form an orderly line. Just come over here so I can hit you. Then I got his attention. And that's all of them. Not yet, I guess. Okay. How about now? Really? God damn it. Yeah, let's go back over there. Yeah. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Okay, took a lot longer than I expected, but there eventually. Is there a boss key for this dungeon? Like, this entire thing's been really straightforward. Are they just gonna put a boss key in my path, or is it just gonna be like, oh no, here's the boss? Yep, felt like a trap. Don't do that to me. Rude. Oh, this room's bigger than I thought. And you go sideways, and you go sideways and up. This is going to be frustrating, isn't it? I'm gonna need a drink. That's a good cuppa. How you guys doing? Won't be here for a minute, so might as well talk about something. How you guys doing? Okay. Okay, so go right this time. I've seen less awkward mazes. Where are you gonna go? Going up? I don't even remember this. I was thinking about this dungeon like before all of this, and it's like, oh yeah, no, the Palace of Twilight was just like 2 corridors. Again, and it's like, oh no, it's not. There's more to it than that. It's like, how did I forget this? I'm disappointed with the lack of things you can play tennis with in this game. Damn. Alright. I'm glad that was all of them. I didn't want to have to go through this entire room again. Okay. That's gonna be the boss key, isn't it? I don't even have Oko with me this time. Get up on the platform. Guess we're gonna have to see. That'll make 2 dungeons I've missed the boss key for. Yep, boss key. Alright, let's go back and get it. Seriously, twice. Twice in one game I've missed the boss key. Going down. I knew there should have been something behind the waterfall. The shadow crystal fall. It seemed too distinctive. It says there's supposed to be something here. Ah, okay. This might be a bit much. Yep, there it is. If only I'd looked up. Oh, Rebel's gone live. What's Rebel streaming? Ooh, R2 randomizer. Always appreciate a randomizer. I should try to link to the past randomizer again soon. After October. We got Halloween to get through. You know what? I like this. This is convenient. I'm okay with this. Let's go beat the boss. So it's in these pots. nothing. So this is the room before a boss. If you're not going to have anything in the pots, why do you have the pots? I expect them to give it one more go. Old college try. Alright. Let's face Sant. It's all come down to this, the battle against the Usurper King. That cut to black was a little weird. Kinda makes you wonder why they didn't just start the whole room in the cutscene.
It's mid-age to They have it, Zant's true face. So... Zant is often regarded as a pretty effective villain until this point. A god, or one that wields the powers of one. Yeah. Hyrule Warriors does a pretty decent job of making Zant's weird movements and tantrum-like behaviour into a pretty neat fighting style. But that came from Hyrule Warriors, not from this. In this, after being portrayed as a pretty effective and very dangerous villain, you get to the boss fight with Zant and he comes across as a child. That's Ganondorf. There's not even any messing around with that. That's Ganondorf. This whole thing comes down to the sages again. It's like, oh no, we overestimated our powers and underestimated Ganon. And all we were able to do was throw him into the Twilight Realm, where he then proceeded to wreck the Twilight Realm. It would work.
Let's go. So Zant's going to teleport us to the boss arenas of all the previous bosses. The trick to each phase is to remember the item you used on that boss. It's a neat concept, honestly. It's pretty neat. Conceptually, definitely. But like every other fight in the game, visually it's pretty interesting and dynamic. The actual gameplay is not that challenging. And what do we get from Lakebed Temple? Boy, I'm glad they improved underwater combat from Ocarina of Time. Okay, so who do we have? Awesome. You know, I wish the claw shot would stop coming up short. I'd appreciate that. There we go. Next was Star-Lord. No, we're going back to the Forest Temple for the sub-boss. I'm honestly kind of surprised this idea hasn't really found its way back into any other Zelda game. I mean, the idea itself isn't all that uncommon. Yay. Just prep for Blizzetta. Missed my chance. Yeah, concept-wise, cool fight. And it beats the usual Zelda thing of, like, 2 phases. And just repeat ad nauseum until it's actually over. This is definitely cooler than the average Zelda boss. Like I say, I feel like Twilight Princess doesn't get enough credit for the interesting stuff it does. Where next? Outside Carol Castle? He's got a sword! You idiot! We've all got swords! You gonna tie yourself out soon there? There it is. Hey, camera, camera. God damn it. Now that we're actually down to a stand-up fight, that actually took longer than I expected. Yeah, you gotta give them credit. You could think, with like just how elaborate the boss fight is and how much damage you can take, you could think that Zant's the final boss. This makes me think of in Ocarina of Time when Ganon captures Zelda and calls her a traitor. It's like, at what point were we the subject? So this is where the entire idea of hijacked by Ganon comes from. It's like before this. Before this, every Zelda game had Ganon as the main villain, or it was clearly not Ganon. Zelda 2 clearly wasn't Ganon. Minish Cap clearly wasn't Ganon. Oracle of Ages and Oracle of Seasons, it's not Ganon until eventually it is, but the main games aren't Ganon. And then this came along, and it is Ganon. Yeah, I'll be right with you. Nice. That dungeon took longer than I expected. Pretty sure. let's go free Hyrule Castle.
And for you would want to this too about and Ritsui and Mess. You or widow like RuPaul get that too and secret with him.
Twilight Princess did it before Breath of the Wild did. And in all honesty, it was probably cooler in Twilight Princess.
From and
Let's go. Well, there is one last thing to do. Seems.
my trip with
Hmm. I only gotta look at the map here. You know what? That's a long way around. I'm just gonna go. I'm just gonna go through Hyrule Castle Town. Thanks, Epona. Or Bread 11. This may be the last we see of you. You've been a faithful steed, Bread 11. Go proudly. God damn it. Realize. Think you missed the postman from Twilight Princess. From Majora's Mask. Alright, what do we got? Okay. Don't care. Yeah. Let's go. Yeah, the big barrier's been over Hyrule Castle for a while now, and there's only one person you can find in town, as far as I'm aware, who'll actually mention it. Really weird. Everybody in Hyrule is a moron. If you're not a moron in Hyrule, you're really weird. Alright. Where is it? There. Go get that move. There you are. Interesting. Hey, how you doing? You'd think eventually, like, considering you do this like 6 times, you'd think eventually you'd just smack it out of the air with your sword. Considering it attacks you the same way every time. Well, yeah, I came here for a reason. That good enough? Ooh, Helm's Pillow. This could be useful. Like a dark knot. That's pretty cool. If anything, that makes the shield attack actually worth something. Don't worry, won't be learning the rest. We're gonna go and complete the game now. Let's go. I can't believe they made. Not only did they make rolling faster than running in Twilight Princess, they took out the pause that rolling has in Ocarina of Time. Okay. Let's do this. How do we break that barrier? Isn't it? It's not like you to stand on the ground. That seems dangerous. Well, that happened. Oh, Midna got big. She's probably fine. Yeah, she's fine. It's even raining there. I love that they brought back the Hyrule Castle theme for this dungeon. Let's go. Final dungeon of Twilight Princess. Hyrule Castle. And I remember actually really liking this dungeon. Reminded me a lot of Ganon's Tower from A Link to the Past. which is one of my favourite dungeons. See where I get you. I'm not stuck in here with you. You're stuck in here with me. You know, I'd appreciate if the camera would treat these things as solid walls. It would probably cause less problems. I can't believe I was able to finish 4 of them. And that takes care of that. Sort this out. God damn it. The rain's a nice touch. Okay, let's go. I remember this bit coming up. Because this was actually pretty neat. King bubbling. Then let this be our final battle. I like this, the build up over the whole game, with King Bubbling being a recurring enemy. And now we get an actual final confrontation with him. That's always neat. Yeah, it's pretty cool. mean, it's no Nilo Angelo, but it's a cool idea, and it's fairly well executed. And then he leaves. It suggests more complexity to Zelda monsters than I think any other game really goes into. The closest you get is the moblin in Wind Waker that freed... No, it didn't free one of the girls. Spoke with one of the girls and gave her skull necklaces. And, like, that's the closest you come to this in the series. But this is better. But that's one side down. Let's go check out the other side. What does it take to get in? That's going to be the big question. Okay, we could get in right now. So the question is, what is on the other side? Because you know we go in without going to the other side, and we're going to need to come back out to see what was there. It's got to be required. Not overly fond of how much damage these things take. Not because they're difficult, but because they're not difficult. There's nothing like a fight that's actually really easy that just goes too long. Okay, here we go. Give me a heart. There we go. I wonder what happened to all the soldiers in Hyrule Castle. Because there were soldiers in Hyrule Castle. Oh, looks like you don't have the same kind of range I do, guys. Such a shame they don't have a special bow from the Gorons. That's still weird to me that we got the bow from the Gorons. I don't think that happens in any other game. What's over here? Nothing, good to know. Oh hey, some boars. Looks like we're going riding. Yeah, we're gonna have to break through that stuff somehow. Okay, and climb. And we're off. Okay, I'm glad it's not dead. Try that again, would we, buddy? There you go, you're okay. Somebody was shooting at me. No, press forward before we do that. Now press it. Turning too hard there. Watch those turns. Go! Turning on the boars is super tough. Do we need them anymore? No, this looks like a boomerang situation. Three, four. Yeah, there's too many. Okay, so work this out better. 1, 2, 3, 4. I should have hit all of them. Alright, what's the trick? That's a chest, probably a chest we need. What is it, Midna? It's nice to know that even at the end of the game, the hints are still worthless. It doesn't matter, they've stopped spinning by the time it gets to the end. So what is the trick? There's a question. Okay, we take this as mandatory, there has to be a way to do it with what we've got. Is there a particular order? If so, how do we determine that order? Is there a difference in any of these? Hmm. Would this be our biggest challenge yet? We're all illuminated. Okay, I figured it out. Okay. Explains it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sneaky of them to hide the answer underneath that. And hide the answer underneath some leaves. There we go. Good thing I noticed the leaves. Just a map, we didn't even need it. Fine. Alright, let's actually go into Hyrule Castle then. They really should have done something about this rolling. I got sad Zelda. He's sad. Hmm. Okay. Should be a straight shot now to the entrance. Why is it always so hard to open the doors in this? Ah, this place is huge. Yeah, I love that they bring back the Hyrule Castle theme for this. It's a nice touch. I mean, I've said before, the easiest way to like really hit my nostalgia is sound cues, and in general, the Zelda series is pretty good about that. Okay. Well, that answers the question I had of how do we get around. Just get comfortable for this last stretch. Alright, let's go. The question is, which door do we go through? Well, that door's barred, but there is a chest over there? Yeah. And you know, we should always check out the chests first. Could I even get there from here? No, that'd never work. Guess we're going this way. Dark, no. Nope, saw through my shield attack that time. Not that time. It's a good thing we got the helm splitter before we did this, because it'll make dealing with the dark note so much easier. There we go. Remember, the best defense is a good offense, which means just keep smacking them in the face until they go down. Ron will approve. Oh hey, is that lamp oil? Nice. No, no. However, looks like there's one missing. Ha! The true trick. Which actually makes me think I need to do that in a different order. Okay, now we do it. I think I broke something. You know, that wasn't worth a Dark Knight fight. I don't know if I can agree with the Zelda game that says a Dark Knight fight is worth 50 rupees. There's only Lizelle, folks. Yeah, the interesting thing about Hyrule Castle in this, the melody is actually a medley of both. Why isn't the door opened? It's a medley of both the Hyrule Castle theme and Ganon's theme, so that's nice. Now what? Let's try the other side. There's nobody on this side. Oh, okay, that's not the keys I was after. Hmm. That gives me a thought. Well, these torches aren't going out. Hmm. Oh, there's more torches on this side. I hadn't noticed. I'm sure Princess Zelda will understand why I had to destroy all the armor in the castle. Hmm. So that won't stay lit. This. And this. No. This is weird. But now I want to check the other room again. No, there's no torches or suits of armor here. What's the key in this room? Okay, so it's a puzzle in the other room. Let's figure that puzzle out. This is going to be really simple, I can feel it. And I'm just going to be an idiot. Okay. Okay, so this one stays lit the longest. Right, there we go. It was a lot simpler than I was thinking. As is often the case, I was overthinking it. Left door, right door. Which way do we go? Yeah, Helm Splitter just makes these things a lot easier. Glad I got it. Glad I went out and got it. Okay. This should take us outside. Yep. Oh, arrow folks. Hey, Teak. We're wrapping up the game, but we've still got, like, most of Hyrule Castle to get through. I had Final Fantasy go last night. I was lurking, but I wasn't able to stick around for that long. Hey, Magic! How you doing, buddy? Come on. Simple. No, I don't often lurk in streams. Usually if I'm in a stream, I'm active in the chat. My general opinion with that is, otherwise, I may as well just watch a VOD or a YouTube video. That sounds about right there, Teak. I'm doing good, Madge. I'm doing good. We're wrapping up Twilight Princess in preparation for Halloween, which, you know, October starts tomorrow. Ooh. Not gonna say I told you so, Teak. But boy, if there isn't a reason why I... Ooh, the boss key. Boy, if there isn't a reason why I do not touch FF4DS. You gotta love this bit. Oh, you guys finally got out of the bar and decided to do something. Of course, like, we're not going to see them in the castle now. They're also going the wrong way. I already cleared that side out. And I could have taken all of those guys easy. Yeah, what did I miss? No, it's understandable. I appreciate everybody being here. Whether you chat or not. You're driving Teak. That is irresponsible. You pull over and watch my stream. So we got the boss key. Work our way around to that. Yeah, it's basically it. Like, oh yeah, no, we took out a bunch of guys that you would have easily taken on your own. And then they contribute nothing for the rest of the game. There it is. This is interesting. Guess we found out where the soldiers went.
You could do it right.
We're doing Digital Devil Saga 2 as our main, which I was supposed to do this month, but we got sidetracked with Twilight Princess. I've not streamed this as much as I should have. We're also doing Code Veronica, which I promised to do. Resident Evil Code Veronica, the original Dreamcast version, so hopefully somebody will enjoy that. I won't, but you know, hopefully somebody will. We finish Code Veronica, we're going to do Silent Hill 2. And I'm thinking about sprinkling some Castlevania games here and there. And I want to do... That's a problem. I want to do Super Castlevania 4 on October 31st. That's my main thought. I don't see any way up there. But we came from there for a reason. What am I missing? Code Veronica is a good time for other people. I don't like Code Veronica. I think it has a lot of problems. A lot of shortcomings. At the end of the day, I'll enjoy it more than I will Zero. But this is also going to be like the only time I'll stream Code Veronica all the way through. Oh, there wasn't an invisible staircase. I hope people enjoy it. And I'm going to regret doing the classic Castlevanias. Because that's my thought with the Castlevania stuff, like just do some classic ones. Ones that can be done in a single stream. With plenty of swearing. There will be swearing during Castlevania. Especially during Castlevania 3. So I'm missing something. Like Castlevania 3. The Western version, they increased difficulty in a bunch of bullshit ways. Like Grant Dynasty, one of the extra characters you can get. In the Japanese version, he throws the dagger. That's his main attack. In the Western version, he just stabs. Which leaves him with a really short range that basically makes him worthless. The amount of damage enemies can do... That's a shortcut, that's nice. The amount of damage enemies do increases the further you get into the game. Which is pretty bullshit. Yeah, that's the room I've not gotten into yet. Like, the same enemies later on in the game will do more damage than they would have earlier in the game, in the Western version. In the Japanese, they always do the same damage. That's why they introduce more of them in the later stages, and more dangerous enemies. It's worth noting as well that the original Japanese Castlevania 3 is already really difficult. And they made it harder for some reason than the Western version. So we do Castlevania 3, it's going to be the Japanese version. It's not as bullshit. You know what? I'm gonna take the other I'm gonna take the other stairs. I like Castlevania. You know, we've not done a Castlevania game on stream since I did the Castlevania marathon. Since it ended back in March. That's too far, that's too far. I I think it'd be a fun time. What else are we thinking? We have time. This Digital Devil Saga 2 is going to take a lot of time, I'm expecting. Code Veronica, with any luck, like 2 or 3 streams. Bearing in mind that I'm really out of practice with it. And I'm not going to practice with it. Silent Hill 2, I'm not sure how long that'll take. It's been a long time since I've been through Silent Hill 2. When I think about Silent Hill 2, more often than not, I think about the story more than the gameplay. And it's been a long time since I've actually gone through anything with the game. Long enough that you could well consider that a blind playthrough. Why did I do that? Okay, so these guys are pointing for some reason. What is it about that painting? It's the obviously distinguished one. Because they're all the same scene, but that one looks like it's at Twilight. There we go. You know, if I'd remembered that we could cut the ropes, that would have gone a lot easier. But we haven't needed to do that since, I think, Goron Mines, which was the second dungeon. No. Don't have the money, don't have the interest, even if I did. And you know, good thing too, with you know how much of a shit show they've been. This is probably gonna go nasty. Generally, my policy is to not buy a console within the first year of its launch, for various reasons. The launch library is usually shit. I don't think there's been a good launch library of games since, like, the GameCube. I think the GameCube is probably the last one that had a good launch library. Far too often in recent years, the first generation versions of any console have been way too prone to break down. And I really feel like people should remember that. I think they're both kind of sketchy at this point, but PS5, yeah, no, I'd say that's... I'd agree that's probably more sketchy. Yeah, it's also £70 for some fucking reason. That's another reason, actually, I'm gonna stay away from next gen for a while. The price. Not just of the systems, of the games. I've got enough games as it is without deciding to extend my backlog with £70 games. This is kind of a clusterfuck. Yeah. I mean, the price of the PS5 and Xbox Series X is nothing to sniff at as well. The Xbox Series S would be the one I'm really interested in. It's got a good price point, and it seems like it would really be tailor-made for me. Except for the fact it hasn't got a disc drive. God damn it, the shield attack actually worked there. I'm definitely going to wait and see what the backwards compatibility situation is like. Loading time performance and graphical enhancements isn't that big a deal for me. It's not a seller. But I'm also weird about this shit and I don't really care. So I'm going to take that for what it's worth. Which isn't much. I mean, of all the modern conveniences we've gotten used to, load times are something that never really bothered me, unless it gets excessive. And if it gets excessive, it's probably not a game I'm playing anyway. Unless it's one of those weird Japanese games which is poorly optimized anyway. Oof. The question there becomes, is Genshin Impact going to be crossplay? Not crossplay. Going to be backwards compatible supported? There we go, that would make things easier. They say 99%, well, I never trust statistics like that when they're sold to me by marketing executives. So going this way solved absolutely nothing. Unless... that is probably also absolutely nothing. Yeah, I want to wait and see results. Before I start believing the marketing hype. Fucking wonderful, I have a full wallet. Why are you giving me money in the last dungeon? Yeah, I saw a picture of the new character model for Peter Parker. And what was wrong with his old character model. And in case you haven't seen it yet, and you're like, well, you know, they've updated the character model, made it look better. They've completely changed Peter Parker's face for some reason. The other characters seem to be a case of, yeah, no, they've graphically improved it. With Peter Parker, they've changed his face. He looks a lot more like Tom Holland now. Which is especially weird when the point of the game was... Wasn't the point of the game that it was separate from the MCU? You see what I'm doing there? Same reason why this gen wasn't backwards compatible for a long period. How convenient that it allowed companies to resell us definitive editions of last generation's games. Okay, so we're back here, I need to figure out what the problem with this is. Seen anything? Yeah, no, you gotta buy Spider-Man again. The best you can do with that is if you buy Spider-Man Miles Morales on PS4, you'll get a discount upgrade to the Ultimate Edition on PS5. The idea of most games being free is something I'm very skeptical of. A bunch of publishers have already said, yeah, free for upgrades. 2K is trying to push the next gen upgrade as something you pay for, and I can see that becoming the norm before long. The whole thing's going to be... It's a marketing thing to get you to upgrade sooner rather than later. Ah, you've seen the new picture of Spider-Man. Yeah, I don't get it. I thought Peter Parker's character model looked fine. Why change it to look more like Tom Holland, especially when the point seemed to be particularly to try and keep it separate from the MCU? Like, oh, what is it a case of, yeah, we wanted to keep it separate from the MCU until it was successful, and now we want to really try and wrap it all together? You know how, like, every time we see Iron Man in any media now, it always has to look as close as possible to Robert Downey Jr. without being infringing on his likeness? What the fuck am I doing here? This is all done. Did I jump this? Midna's not making a thing to say I can. Yeah, as far as next gen goes, I've got way too much on my backlog at the minute anyway to really want to bother with it anytime soon. there a switch or something in here that I've missed? Doesn't look like it. Well, thanks for the love and support, Bunny Bunzy. Welcome to the stream. Just trying to wrap up Twilight Princess. Thank you for the follow. Unfortunately, you've come at a time where we're quite stumped. I've been staring at this for a few minutes now and we've no idea what we're doing. Yeah, it really does. It doesn't fit. Tom Holland doesn't look like... Turn into a wolf. Tom Holland, a big part of the whole point of casting was that he could pass for a high schooler in a movie. Which, like, yeah, sure, fine. But Peter Parker in game is supposed to be like 24. Yeah, no, I already tried the wolf. Okay, what do we got? Not that I can see, unless... Yeah, there is. Awesome. Thank Connie Bunzy. Again, the really simple solution that I should have easily noticed, and I've just overthought the entire thing. There's the spinner. Ah. This is my second time through this game. I did it on GameCube years ago, and I haven't done it again since. Oh, this is gonna be fun. That actually worked out. And now for the toughest boss in the game. Probably worth noting how the music has gone from Hyrule Castle and Ganon's theme medley into just straight Ganon's theme. I don't think it's been that long. What was it like? I feel like the Temple of Time took longer than this. You son of a bitch. I run it through Streamlabs OBS. We got the green screen behind me so I can appear without taking up too much of the game. Yeah, we were all noobs once. It's always been my policy on anything. We were all noobs once. Nobody started as an expert. So, I use Streamlabs OBS. Some people prefer just regular OBS. Back when I started, I used the Elgato, just the Elgato software. You better believe those were some ghetto streams. I have no idea what that is. I don't like OBS. See, that's really the main thing of it. That's fair enough. You do what you can make work. But if you're streaming through your Xbox, you won't be able to use Streamlabs. Try and get some hearts before we go and deal with the boss. But a capture card can be fairly pricey. OBS works with it. You should be able to do it then. It shouldn't necessarily be a problem. A little tricky to set up, but experimentation's the main thing with this. Stream it to your computer and you stream from there. Yeah, you should be able to do it with that then. I know Klim tried doing that, but he had negative effects on his stream. Yeah, Magic uses Streamlabs OBST. Magic's cool, dude. Yeah, that makes sense. Should the throne room really be open to the elements like that? It's like there's a storm going on outside, and the throne room... Wait a minute, the throne room did have doors. Didn't Zant destroy them? Yeah. Alright, let's do this. They never took the time to repair them. Let's do this. Yeah, I went from using the Elgato game capture software to Streamlabs OBS. Yeah, I've messed with it over like the last year or so. Oh hey, it's Zelda. She looks uncomfortable. Now, I've said this multiple times over the course of the game. Where did he get a sheath for that sword? That's not even his sword. I've said this multiple times over the course of this game. The boss fights in this game are not difficult, but they are pretty spectacular, and this is probably the most spectacular Ganon fight in the entire series. It's gonna be a long one. Many phases.
A2. 비키고 아. 비담주.
Well, I'm not gonna pet Beast Cannon, but I will put hands on him. You know, this really makes me think of, like, when you play Castlevania games and you get to the throne room and you have the conversation with Dracula that really doesn't mean anything. Because we're always going to fight anyway. Yeah, I don't think he was aiming for you, Midna. Well, that happened. Oof. That's old school. Got one a skirt before, have you, Gannon? I know this game. We did this last week. Get on the ground so I can smack you with my sword. Not gonna lie, that looked kind of dopey. Yeah, I've heard of the days of the hop hog though, and how those were dark days indeed. The hop hog and the dazzle. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you. I think you missed. Yeah, try again. It still feels weird to me that the main shield you get in this game is the Hylian shield, and you don't. There's no mirror shield in this game, and that's weird. Really? 3 hits? Hmm. It's not even about how soon you get it, it's just weird for this period in Zelda that the best shield is the Hylian shield and not the mirror shield. They're really going to town on the music nostalgia. There he is. There's the chunky boy. In any other Zelda game, this would be the final boss. Because when do you fight Ganon before Ganondorf? I'm sorry, let me put my sword away. Might have this wrong. There we go. I must have been thinking about later phase. You fat bitch. Oh god, I don't even know. It's not a big name brand. I'd have to take a look. God, you fat. Generally what I've found as over the time I've been streaming though, it's not so much about the microphone. The microphone is important, and you want a decent microphone, but the most important thing is you have noise cancelling software to go with it. Because otherwise it'll pick everything up. Like, let me pause this. Alright, let me turn all of the filters off that I use here. This is what it sounds like without the filters. And that's generally the thing a lot of people don't know starting out. I didn't know it starting out. I was using this software for a while before I actually used any of that. Yeah, I use noise suppression, noise gate, and gain. 3 filters you can apply to your mic in Streamlabs OBS. There's it mid now. Right, this is the part where we do that then. Yeah. So, noise suppression is important. Noise gate is important, because noise suppression keeps it from picking up all the sound. Noise gate means it's not going to register anything on the mic below a certain level, which is important, and then gain increases the volume of anything it will pick up, which means you don't have to worry about the problem of the noise suppression lowering the sound of your voice. Oh yeah, I've got 2 fans on right now. Don't worry, we're a sacred beast. The gods will protect us from germs. Yeah, we got the tower fan on down there, which the tower fan's pretty loud. And the regular fan here, the desk fan. Last year, before I had the noise cancelling set up and everything, during the summer, when I was streaming, I had to turn the fans off, which was a major pain. Well, it's good to see you're alive again. I don't think Ganondorf's beat. This isn't really the time for this. So your true form is a giant face with an afro? Can the power of the fused shadows match up against the power of the Triforce of Power? Well, I guess she did it. It was a great battle. Oh wait, nope, she didn't. Ganondorf's fine. Even got a horse from somewhere. I think I'm going to need a little backup on this one. Yeah, don't worry. It'll just increase taxes in Hyrule Castletown. This really does bring to mind, like, Ocarina of Time and, like, the ending of Ocarina of Time. I mean, I guess it's a subversion that this isn't the end yet and we still have fight. Yeah, sure, I don't know how to use the Triforce of Courage. I've just been hitting things with my sword. That's what I'm going to keep doing. And thankfully we've got Bread 11 with us again. Let's go, Bread. Best horse in the land, Brad. Zelda, aim straight. Come on. It's weird that I fell backwards and Zelda didn't fall off. Physically, that doesn't make sense. Let's go, Brad. The interesting thing about this is, like, this is... With the barriers set up here, this has to be actually part of Hyrule Field. I haven't explored Hyrule Field enough to know where it is, but this has got to be an actual part of Hyrule Field. And so it's interesting that the final boss fight takes place in a normal location. Yeah, he's dodging and weaving. I still want to know where he got this horse from. Like, he only just came back from the Twilight Realm, right? The sword, sure, it was stabbed into his chest, and he went into the Twilight Realm with it. Like, where did he get the horse? That's actually a fair point. In this timeline, Ganondorf would have never faced the Master Sword before. When you're supposed to be distracted by this. He actually was distracted there and just rolled into a wall. Yeah, legitimate tactic you can use. Which we're not going to use anymore. Let me put the boomerang back on. Continues the line of Easter eggs in Ganondorf fights that began with A Link to the Past, where you could reflect Argonim's magic back at him with the bug catching net, and then in Ocarina of Time you could reflect Ganondorf's magic back at him with the bottle. Thank you. This is the final phase, though. I think the main issue here is just, like, the lack of damage that he's doing. Maybe that's why Twilight Princess is so easy. Because everything that should be damaging doesn't seem to do that much to you. Like, maybe that's why Ocarina is harder than this. Although Ocarina's not that hard to begin with. Like, Ocarina will actually punish you damage-wise if you make a mistake. Like, look how much damage I'm taking per hit. Yeah, definitely. I think that's probably the main reason why Twilight Princess is as easy as it is. It won't punish you as much for your mistakes compared to the other games. Like, the final fight with Ganon in Wind Waker could be challenging. Yeah. But this, like, I am really doing this fight badly, and it's not costing me anything. Like, what was that, half a heart? Oh, you know, you don't get to be the king of thieves without some dexterity. Yeah, that's actually a good point. With this following the child timeline where Ganon never became the king of evil. That was convenient. With him still being the king of thieves that was locked up before he could become the king of evil, you think he'd favour like leather armour or something lighter that'd allow him to move and wouldn't leave him with heat stroke in the desert. I think we got this now. Oh. I mean, it's no Virgil 2, but you know, this is a pretty spectacular boss fight. He already did. It's one of the things that makes this whole sequence with Ganon weird in this game. It starts off with Puppet Zelda, who does the classic tennis match thing, and then it's the fight with Ganon, and then it's Ganondorf on horseback, and the final fight is a sword duel with Ganon. Twilight Princess is really weird about the final boss with that. Not as brutal as Wind Waker's final blow, but, you know, it'll do. Maybe shouldn't have lingered on that face. Yeah, that wasn't exactly grand. But that is Twilight Princess HD. It does end here. That was weird. You think you should take the Master Sword out of him? Yeah, that was weird. I don't know. I have no idea, honestly. Symbolism of some sort? The Triforce of Power left him, maybe? Spine snapped. Like, the Triforce of Power left him, maybe, and then Zant did something, but Zant was established to be dead after we beat him. Oh, fuck you, Zelda. I'm going to Midna. Midna! You're wearing clothes now. Is this going to become a habit? I have no idea. And, like, that's the thing. Like, Zant's dead. So what could he have done? But with Gandalf dead, defeated, Midna gets to return to her true form. Which, if you've played Hyrule Warriors, or you looked at the box art of Wind Waker HD, you've already seen. Overall, I like this. This was fun to go back to. And I've definitely come away from this more positive than I did Wind Waker HD. The HD version of Twilight Princess definitely has less effort put into it than Wind Waker HD. But overall, I think the base games, I think Twilight Princess is better than Wind Waker. Like, going back to them like this, I think Twilight Princess comes off better than Wind Waker does. Probably largely because Wind Waker is known to suffer from a good amount of cut content. And it shows in the final game. Like, what's that saying that people love to quote Miyamoto of? A delayed game is eventually good, a bad game's bad forever. So why didn't they delay Wind Waker until it was actually finished? Why did they cut so much? In contrast, Twilight Princess comes across as a very complete game. And is probably better for it. It's not without its problems. And I'm gonna say it's not as good as Ocarina of Time. it's not as mechanically sound as Ocarina of Time was. A bunch of the extra stuff, a bunch of the extra mechanics don't really pan out as well as they should. It's maybe a little more complicated than it needs to be gameplay-wise. Thank you, Teak. Like, there are a lot of systems here at work, and some of them really don't need to be at work, and some of them aren't as refined as the simplicity of Ocarina of Time. But overall, I think Twilight Princess is a fantastic game, and doesn't deserve a lot of the hate it needlessly gets. This was fun. I enjoyed this. No, you cannot. We actually have a quote that was made during the Wind Waker playthrough that totally summed up my opinion on this. Where is it? Here it is. It wouldn't surprise me if Nintendo ports both this and Wind Waker HD to Switch for the 35th anniversary, which is in February. 35th anniversary of The Legend of Zelda is in February. Something to look forward to. Hopefully Nintendo does some good with it. Hopefully they don't take the piss like they have done with Mario's 35th anniversary. Oh yeah, no, here's a collection of 3 quick emulations. That'll be full price. If you don't buy it fast, then you don't get it. What? It is kind of a problem with the Wii U for that. The Wii U's not a bad system. The issue is just how much there is to play on other stuff versus how much there is to play on the Wii U. I'd expect this more than Skyward Sword HD. I'm honestly surprised Nintendo hasn't ported them over already. This was a good game. Oh, she finally gave birth. They've got her sitting down though, specifically so you can't tell she isn't lacking the baby bump. Because I kind of doubt they actually reworked her model without the baby bump, just for that. I might be wrong though. Let's see if they prove me wrong. Oh no. But they showed her from the back there, though. Remember one of the biggest complaints and reviews of this game when it first came out on GameCube? That the soundtrack was entirely MIDI. And everyone, like a lot of reviewers were like, it should be orchestrated by this point. It's like, listen to the soundtrack. The soundtrack's still good. This is where Nick Fury turns up to ask Link to join the Avengers Initiative.
Going out to do base. Where's Gan? This new base. Out there.
You know, Arkham City actually does have a big head mode. As long as the mirror's around, we could meet again. Only the true ruler of Twilight could destroy the mirror. And unlike a bunch of the other Zelda games, Twilight Princess didn't get a sequel. Like how Ocarina of Time got Majora's Mask, Zelda got Zelda 2, A Link to the Past got Link's Awakening, Wind Waker got Phantom Hourglass. Twilight Princess didn't get a sequel. Twilight, the child timeline, ends here. It's entirely possible Ganon is gone. This was a good game. Breath of the Wild doesn't know what it's doing. Nintendo talks about how Breath of the Wild is at the end of the timeline and unites all the timelines. I feel like Nintendo just wanted to make a game that said fuck the timelines. You spent so long trying to figure out where everything takes place, and then we gave you that in Hyrule Historia. And then we decided, you know what, no. Didn't they? I thought like Aonuma said that or I thought someone said that. Honestly, who cares? This was a neat game. The whole thing of like Aonuma definitely said he felt this didn't live up to the idea of being like, they said, what was it, like 120% Ocarina? And I feel like trying to recapture something like Ocarina is a bad idea anyway. Just make something new and see what you can get out of it. And if you take this as its own game, it's great. It's a problem Silent Hill has had for a long time. The Silent Hill games regularly try to recapture Silent Hill 2. Which is particularly sad because it ignores Silent Hill 3 and Silent Hill 4. 3 is a fantastic game with a damn good story. 4 is but it has a fantastic story. Hell, even Origins, for all its problems, doesn't try and recapture 2, but then Homecoming and Downpour really do. It's like, you don't need to recapture the best. Because if anything, that's more of a shackle than a base to work off. So I'm not sure what the next Zelda game will be when we come back to Zelda. Because at this point, this is all the Zelda games I finished, with the exception of Phantom Hourglass. This leaves us with the possibility of Skyward Sword at some point. I never finished that. Link's Awakening's a possibility, which I never finished. I'm not gonna do Breath of the Wild. I don't want to. But I also have been feeling like going through Majora's Mask again. So who knows? Maybe we'll go through Majora's Mask again next time. Oh, you're at the final boss of Oracle of Seasons? You can do it, Chansum. I see you're on the game over screen right now. I'm guessing you're having trouble. I hope it goes better for you than Manhandler did. You can do it, Jansen. Yeah, like... Maybe we'll do Majora's Mask again next. Who knows? But that was Twilight Princess HD. And that was a damn good time. I enjoyed it. Did we get anything on the menu for completing it? Doesn't look like it. Well, that's gonna do it. In case you're wondering what's going on with the t-shirt today, let me turn off the green screen for a second. It's actually my Ocarina of Time t-shirt. Young Link in blue, Adult Link in green. And so when I have the chroma key turned on to hide the green screen, it also affects Adult Link. It's fine. Yeah, I want to thank everybody who joined us. I want to thank everybody for the support. I always really appreciate it. Thank you so much for watching. Big special thank you to everybody who joined the chat. Thank you so much for keeping me company. That is Chansum, Sina, Teak, Magic joined in, Lino, Let's see. Yeah. Honey Buzzy. I thank you all for joining the chat. Also, Clem, who's just popped in. What is this? Okay. Yeah, thank you so much for joining me, guys. Chat is always the best part of the stream. Tomorrow, I don't know if we'll be streaming tomorrow, but tomorrow is the first day of October, and so begins Horrorween, where every game we'll be playing over the next month will have some kind of horror bent to it, which will begin with Digital Devil Saga 2. Shin Megami Tensei Digital Devil Saga 2. You might wonder why that's horror-based. We eat people. We eat people to survive, because if we don't, we'll become rabid monsters. And I think that's kind of a horrifying idea. So I think that works. Thanks for joining us, Magic. But yeah, with that, what we're going to do is we're going to go and raid Chanson, who is currently doing Oracle of Seasons. Just popped in. He's been popping in throughout the stream to offer his support. He's a super cool guy. He's at the last boss of Oracle of Seasons. So we got a crowd here. Let's go and give him some support. But in the meantime, I want to thank everybody for watching. Thank you so much for your support. It was a great game. Yeah, that's really all there is to say. Thank you all for watching. Have yourselves a fantastic time of day, and take care. We'll catch you next time, guys. Bye. Bye-bye. Bye. Bye.